Good morning, or whenever you see this, hello. It's morning here. And let's do one more on the 45s, okay? Well, I could do a lot more, but what happened yesterday is I ended up playing a bunch of 45s instead of just showing them, and really had some fun. Pulled a box where where the records are still fairly organized by label. So here's some of my King records, which was made famous by James Brown. Played this yesterday, and it's still fantastic. Mother Popcorn. Man, when this came out, hey, good morning, Stephanie. I know that you'll watch this eventually, or whenever you watch this. I think of us Higgins kids right away when I play Mother Popcorn. We used to jam out to this hard at our parties and at other people's parties, and it's amazing. Lowdown Popcorn. And then Top of the Stack, one of his more jazzy singles. And I liked it when the label changed to that from the Blue King, when it changed to the James Brown label. I like that. But here, Papa's got a brand new bag. This was earth-shaking when it came out. There was nothing like this when this came out. Nothing sounded like this. James Brown revolutionized music. He did. He really did. Here's another one from a band member of his, Pee Wee Ellis, In the Middle, parts 1 and 2. Funky. James Brown doing Kansas City, backed with Stone Fox. Always loved the title of this one. It's just so funny to me. James Brown's Let a Man Come In and Do the Popcorn. I love James Brown, always have. And then something else on the Federal label was part of the King stable, Federal and King. Hank Marr was a keyboardist. I remember New York, and Easy Talk was the plug side. Hank Marr. Another on the Federal, and here's where I got blues in my collection. Freddie King. You're barking up the wrong tree, and the welfare turns its back on you. Played this yesterday and had forgotten about his trademark. Yeah, will he do that? I didn't do it very well. This is my copy from childhood. This is the one that we wore out at parties, Stephanie. James Brown, It's a New Day. And the B-side, George on My Mind, there's my name written all over it. A Survivor. Another fantastic James Brown. Give It Up, Turn It Loose. Give it up or turn it loose. Really enjoyed the James Brown yesterday. I also dug into my pile of Uni. I always liked this label. MCA Records, basically. Universal. That's what Uni stands for. Build Me Up, Buttercup. Big hit. Of course, I got to have some Strawberry Alarm Clock on Uni. I don't have the albums, but I have Tomorrow and the B-side. Yes, I agree with whoever said that about B-sides. B-sides, a lot of buried treasure there. Here's another example of a B-side. Gypsy Woman by Brian Hyland was the hit. But for me, the B-side, You and Me number 2, is the hidden gem. I always play this side, not Gypsy Woman. Brian Hyland. One that I found promo buying, and don't know much about the band. Marvin Holmes and the Uptights. A horn sound. Kind of funky. Sweet Talk. Another one that I found at the same time as a promo by the band Fever Tree. Psychedelic band. I Am. Fever Tree on single. Now, I didn't play any of them yesterday, but Neil Diamond was on Uni for a long time. But I do have Incense and Peppermint, Strawberry Alarm Clock. Yeah, it's great to hear. It's neat to know that talking about this vibes with so many of you, my age, older, etc. Radio back in our youth, and I'll say it, radio was golden back in our youth. It's not like that anymore. Your Song, Elton John, classic, right? Classic. Got out some of my Laurie records. Sweet Talking Guy, The Chapons. Great song. And then, of course, The Royal Guardsmen with Snoopy versus the Red Baron. Remember that? So silly, but so fun. What I was going to say about Neil Diamond is that before he got signed to a bigger label, he was on this label, Bang. And when I first heard Neil Diamond with this song, Solitary Man, I fell in love. It's a great song. Neil Diamond was good from the beginning. Really very good singer and songwriter. And then, of course, the McCoys were on Bang, so we have their hits, Fever, Backed with Sorrow, which was covered by David Bowie. And then here's another Neil Diamond, Thank the Lord for the Nighttime. Good songs. Rhythm of The Nighttime by the Strangeloves. This was a big hit. Yeah, This Is Liz's. I can sure relate to the way she had her name on that. And then this is a big hit by my namesake, Dereck. Cinnamon. Remember that? It was and of course this record, which I have, but I really never liked it. But it's just like one of those records that you hear so much that you just know it. Van Morrison, Brown Eyed Girl. But no, I don't really like Van Morrison. And yeah, I have Hang On Sloopy. Hang On Sloopy. Those are just some of the records I played. I played a bunch. I do want to pull these because I was talking about Dream Pop, and another, to me, classic from back in the day that is truly Dream Pop is The Critters. Mr. Dyingly Sad. Have you heard this song? Look it up. Fantastic. And this label was a strange label that it just, it had all kinds of stuff on it. Like the Searchers. They had some early hits like Needles and Pens. This wasn't a hit, but Take Me for What It's Worth, or What I'm Worth. This was a regional hit. The Prophets. Playgirl. Remember that? Good song. Good arrangement, too. Younger Girl by the Critters. This was released by a couple of bands, and I remember two different versions of this making the radio. I think the Hondells was the bigger hit here in the Midwest, but the Critters version, Younger Girl, beautiful. Don't Let the Rain Fall on Me. Again, if you don't know this band, the Critters, find out. And here is a soul classic. This is like, what happened to this band? Because this is a cut above. The Unipics, Chord of Love. I would really like to play this for you, and I know I can't get away with it. If you've never heard this, you need to hear this. Which one should I choose? The B-side, too. Both sides. Hot songs. The emotive singing on Chord of Love about, and the setup, it's just fantastic. Okay, I'm going to play the intro, because I do think if I play more than 30 seconds of this, I'll probably get busted. But when I put this on yesterday, it's just like, oh man, this is just one of the best.
Everyone, please rise. Cause in this court, a judge of love presides. Will the jury take its place?
See how that starts? I can't play anymore. Concerned about copyright. When the guy comes in singing, his voice is so strong. It's like, what happened to that cat? It's like it was, man, that was like a really strong song. I also listened to the Delphonics. Don't see it in the box to show. Well, maybe I can dig it up. Delphonics were, again, an amazing band. Is it in here? Yeah. So the A-side, Didn't I Blow Your Mind this time? Fantastic song. Really, this is dream pop. Soul, dream soul. But Turn It Over. Down is up is down. Another almost progressive sounding song. Really cool. Music to Watch Girls by. Remember that? Bob Crew Generation? All these things just bring up so many lovely memories. Angel of the Morning, Merrily Rush. The Cheater, Bob Kuban and the Inmen. Remember this? Look out for the cheater. Let Love Come Between Us, James and Bobby Purified. Now, I played this in they were great. But you know, when I was a kid, I didn't make the connection how the main singer of this band was doing a straight Sam Cooke imitation, but very well. Sound just like Sam Cooke. Huge hit. The Letter by the Box Tops. Bell subsidiary label. And then when this was out in the summer of '66, one of my favorite songs, The Syndicate of Sound. Hey, little girl, you ain't got it. Whatever, you know. I just love those ringing, chiming guitars on this. The way they would repeat. And then here's a cool promo by Alan Toussaint. Get out of my life, woman. So yeah, I got the variety down. Well, maybe not down, but I do have a wide variety of music in my collection. I really do. And I expose myself to everything, including music of cultures that are not Western based. I just want to know. I can't speak about some of that music with any authority, but I listen to music from all over the world, all time periods. That's what I played. Did I play any long players? None yesterday, except David Bowie again. So I'll leave it off there. It's been fun sharing some singles. Earlier, I had started showing some of my new wave. See, it's like my singles collection is in parts. It's like when punk started in the late 70s and the single became viable again, or it always was, that started another section of my collection. And I was showing some of those earlier. I'll get back to showing some of those soon. I'd like to remind you that this Friday is Bandcamp Friday. I have a new release, Om Ambient. So, as always, take care, folks, and I love hearing your thoughts. Take care.